We are starting our day with an interview with Mr. James Bacchi. James, awesome to talk to you again. I know we've talked before. I love talking to you about your work. Maybe
I love
just
talking to you as well, and I'm so happy to be back.
excellent, excellent. And you know, you're in Palm Springs. You're great weather today. Actually, I'm in Calgary. Nice weather today, so great. We both have good weather today.
Yay.
So I'm going to start with my first question for you. Like, was there a moment in time when you realized that this would be something that you had a big interest in? So tell us about that.
Yes, and I think that moment was back in 2011. At the time, I co-owned a gallery in San Francisco with Annette Schutz called the Art House, and we actually hosted the very first international mobile photography exhibition, and it was an awards exhibition.
Very
And
cool.
it actually did come out of Canada.
Oh, no way.
Yes, it was organized by a photographer and filmmaker named Daniel Berman, and they put out a call, for people to submit images, and they got some astronomical amount of people who submitted. I want to say it was like over 1 million.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was insane. And there were all these different categories, from abstract to portraiture to landscape to cityscape. And then there were judges, and judges chose the winning images for each category. So he organized an exhibition of the winners, which was probably, I want to say, somewhere around, maybe there were 30 categories, and he did 30 images.
Yep.
And when I saw the images, these winning images in the gallery up on the wall, that's what did it for me, because I was baffled by what these artists were creating with their phones.
Yeah. I mean, the technology has moved so far forward with phones and photography. It's incredible, right?
And
So,
this was back in the day when people didn't even know what mobile photography was.
yeah.
Because again, it was 2011.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was it. And I just started taking photographs and really sort of quickly found a voice and what I was attracted to,
Yeah.
which was, creating this or capturing this tension I saw between the ground and the sky.
Yeah. And you do capture it very well. Which brings me probably to the next point is you travel extensively for your photography. How do different places influence the way you see and capture the world? And can you share a story of one of your recent travels that had a profound impact on the photographer series?
Yes.
I can ask you that in two parts again.
Two parts. Okay, first part.
Yeah.
I really find that everywhere I go, the sensibility and the light and the topography, even, the architecture is just different everywhere.
Yeah.
I think the thing that sort of was most astounding to me was the first time I went to Rome, and I was standing at the Colosseum.
Yeah.
And directly across the street from the Colosseum, like kind of up on a hill, were these brand new condos, like
Oh,
super
wow.
modern. And that juxtaposition of
Yeah.
that
No kidding.
time was like absolutely crazy. So, I mean, that was one. And then most recently, I, believe it or not, for the very first time, which is like less than an hour from here, went to Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
And photographing there was, it was just outstanding. The sunsets there, the those cactuses.
Yep. They
Were
really have a distinct look. Yeah.
Yeah. So, in fact, I chose one of those photographs to submit for art parades this year, and the jury accepted it. And I had it printed pretty large on metallic paper.
Oh, that would be
And
beautiful.
so I think it's going to be pretty striking. So I'm
Absolutely.
excited about that opportunity to, yet again, see something different.
Yeah. Well, that'll bring me to my next question is the black and white is exceptionally striking. So why do you gravitate toward that style as opposed to color sometimes? Like I know you've done some color work, but a lot of your work is black and white.
98% of it is
Yes.
black and white. I think
Yeah.
I've put out maybe 5 color images,
Yeah.
and I've put out hundreds of black and white.
Yes.
I love black and white. It just has a very different intensity.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I grew up in the 50s. Well, I was born in 55. So, it was well before color TV.
Yeah.
And when color TV, I'll never forget, sitting in the neighbor's living room that year that The Wizard of Oz started out in black and white. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
when she got to Oz, all of a sudden it was color.
Yeah.
And I thought that was just going to be like, the pinnacle of my life at that time.
Yeah.
Because I was a kid and I found it totally disappointing.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah,
Oh,
I
that's
feel,
really interesting.
yeah. As a kid, we were so immersed in television that you almost got to the point where you felt we live in a black and white world, but yet there is color out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Interesting.
a couple of years ago in San Francisco, I shot this mural that's in the city, and it's of this baby in a police uniform holding a gun.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's really intense. And it's on the whole facade of this building downtown. And of course, the image is in color,
Yeah.
but I shot it in black and white. And it's so completely different in black and white.
Yes.
So I don't know. I love it. I love that high contrast. I like that you can take an image and just work out all the grays.
Yes.
And, oftentimes I feel like people who shoot cityscapes in color, oftentimes to me, they end up looking like travel posters.
Yeah. Agree.
And
Yep.
somehow in black and white, that feeling or that imagery never pops into my mind.
Yep. Yep. I think I would agree with that for sure. So what's next for you? Any projects or travels? Where are you going to next?
Next is a short trip to San Francisco for Art for AIDS, and kind of planning a big trip next year, hopefully Barcelona.
Excellent.
Haven't been and have always wanted to go.
Yeah.
And what's next? Still working on this project with Susie Green called Transformations, and the project keeps going through transformations,
I
which has
believe it.
been really, really, really interesting. Like at one point we feel like, okay, we're going to do this, and then this idea comes up, we should really do this, or
Yeah.
and now we just need to kind of hone in and at least do one aspect of this project,
Yeah.
which we
Yeah. I
will.
think that's
And
great. So tell us, what advice would you give to collectors who want to build a meaningful relationship with art? Like, got any advice?
yes. First of all, I mean, kind of like come to terms what you feel you're really attracted to.
Yeah.
You know, I always say buy what you love.
Yes.
And it's always great to buy work from artists who've had some good recognition, such as gallery shows or museum shows. And when a lot of beginning collectors hear that, they immediately think, well, I don't know if I'm in that price point. But I represent this one artist, Mark D. Powers, who's a self-taught realist whose work I just love and have collected quite a bit of.
Yep.
And I would say in the past 2 years, he's been in 4 really important museum shows.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, he just submits his work.
Yep.
People love his work. They really respond to it.
Yep.
And, you know, his work is still incredibly affordable. Like
Oh,
you
that's
can get
great.
small paintings by him for under $1,000.
Yep.
So, yeah, you know, there's such a sort of range out there, both of work, artists.
Yep.
But I always say buy work from an artist who has some recognition, because chances are, one, their work will never be worth less than you pay for it.
Good point. Yep.
And 2, I mean, if that artist is enjoying that kind of success, they're going to continue to. It's just how the business works.
Yep.
You know, a lot of beginning collectors will go to, you know, shows in parks, you know, what I call Sunday painter shows.
Yes.
And that work isn't necessarily super inexpensive.
Right.
But, you know, that artist may never go beyond that.
Yeah.
So that work is maybe going to continue to be worth, you know, what you bought it for.
Yep.
You know, there's reasons why an artist's work escalate in
For sure.
value.
For sure.
And it has to do with supply and demand with collectors.
Yep.
Where the artist is showing.
Yep.
You know, all that stuff. Or are critics writing about them?
Yep. Yep. All good points. Yeah, all good points. Well,
and you don't have to spend a fortune to, you know, collect the caliber of work.
Yeah, which is great to know, right?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your interview today, James. It's always a big pleasure talking to you. I always enjoy our conversations. Yeah.
Before and after the interviews, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you. So if you want to follow us, follow Boris Walks Alone, and just hit the subscribe button on the bottom, and we can help you with any piece of art, set you up with James, or do anything like that. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Have a great day.